All right, let's take a look at these Dino strikes. And I got these along just in case I get this guy or this guy, which I doubt it. But then I can always have more variety of animals who attack. So the Dino Strike Color Change series by 5 Surprise. You can still get these for $6.99 at Hobby Lobby. The last time I got one somewhere else was at Walmart, and they were about the same price. Here's the SKU number if you're looking for them and you need to scan it. I don't know. I know that my Walmart no longer sells them. This was the last series my Walmart carried, and they did not have the weapons. They just had like a muzzle and chains and stuff like that. Things to restrict the dinosaurs instead of empower them. All right, when in doubt, get your blade out. So I'd like to know what you guys are using these for in your collection. Are you using them for like dioramas? I think it would be really cool to put these with a train set maybe. That would be a good size, or with your Hot Wheels cars. However you use them, I'd be curious to find out. For me, I collect them, but I'm not using them in any diorama because I have 4 cats. I don't have the ability to have dioramas. I do hate how they have this. Now, I feel like they've gotten away from that, but for some reason, some of these are packed in these, and maybe some of these aren't. Maybe it's like they go back and forth on it. Like, this may have been the very first wave, and then the second waves were actually without. That's what it seems like. I know they've been using the white balls, which are much more eco-friendly. They use less plastic. The package should never contain this much plastic. I feel like if you put this much plastic into the packaging, you're taking away from the actual toy itself. They're great toys, but they could be maybe $2 cheaper if you not have so much packaging. All right, it looks like we have a Raptor, a Raptor. All right, that's cool. Here's his harness for his weapon pack. Where did my mascot go? I had it, oh, it's behind the thing. I have a Raptor for my mascot. And you know, if I can go back in time, I would change my channel name to the Raptor. I don't feel like changing it again. All right, so you got a bunch of plastic like this, a bunch of compartments that I can't figure out how to use for these. I've tried. I even thought, well, you know, out there in the shed, I could drill holes in the back of these, screw them into the walls, and put screws on them. But then, do you really want your screws to be open to the salt air? You know, down here we have salt air, obviously. And anything that's not galvanized, rust. All right, so we got the body. Of course, you can tell that this is the head. And that's the tail, because the back legs are always bigger. Oh, before we get to that, I would like to see some of these pictures. I haven't seen some of these in a while. Unfortunately, no, this is not a Raptor, and this is not a Raptor, so we're not going to get a blue Raptor with weapons on it, which would be cool. This is the Raid Raptor. All right. Now, I like how these have names, because they stopped giving names to the modern stuff, including the blue ones. No, maybe they did have names, but we got the Tribattleops, like a Triceratops. The Patera. We have the Raid Raptor. They got the Tinkliosaur. That was what I was trying to think of when I was doing another video. Rex. I like the skeleton guys. The Tri-Blaster. I think that's one I got. And then the Skelosaur. Like Skeletor. On this side we have the Rage Raptor, which is just a different color variation. We got the Strichosaur. The Danger Dino, which for some reason I have so many of those. They were the most common, I think. The Attack Rex. The Stego War, I like that one. And I got a lot of Combatosaur, which is basically I think it's a Plesiosaur. Basically, it's what's in the Loch Ness Monster right now. If you ever go to Loch Ness, that's one dinosaur, or I guess a family of dinosaurs you could probably still find if you ever get lucky. Stop it. What are you doing? My cats are in here. All right, they have instructions which you can use if you need them. Okay, and it shows you that you have like pull down and jump attack action. You have a missile. I really wish they came with like They have 3 ports. I wish they had 3 missiles. That'd be nice. All right, so the big legs have 2 holes in them because they're going to go right here for the jumping action. There's like a, you know, in case you want to give it to your kids, they might want to play with it instead of display it. So those go on that, and you know they have this, you know, spring-loaded feature. I like that, it's cool. The arms go right here. Okay, they don't do anything. I thought they may do something whenever you pull back the legs. It's been a while since I got the Raptor. And then his neck. And one of the things I like about these is their mouths do open. Now the ones that are $5.99 at Walmart right now, they don't have moving mouths. I'd much rather have these than the ones at Walmart. But I feel like I keep getting the same ones over and over again. I just wish they'd make more of them and make like, maybe like they did glow-in-the-dark armor one time. The original ones, they didn't have like any special features. They were just there. So, and they have gotten better quality over the times they've been building them. I'm Batman. All right, so the mounted weapon can go on the back right here. There's also a port here and here that you can also include it in. I wish they did make upgrade packs so you could put weapons all over these things. That'd be sweet. There's 2 different positions for the firing mechanism. Notice how far back it went that time. All right, this one's actually better, more strongly cocked. So it'll shoot faster and harder. So that one right there, see, it's barely got any stem left. That one's the one that's stronger. This one is weaker because it doesn't go back as far. And you can feel the difference. Okay, it does have a thing right here, the color change, but I think that it's a warm color because I've already handled it a lot. It tells you on the packaging, are these little things, what the little color thing is. Like right here, he's got little bone tattoos or something. It changes from orange to yellow. And I'm guessing that it changes to yellow in the heat because it's already warm. Now, my transformer is still black from where I put it in the freezer earlier today. So metal is colder. It's starting to turn blue in certain areas from where I guess handling it. Like right now I'm handling it and it's changing colors. But yeah, I mean, I think, well, it's kind of hard to say. For instance, a Raptor is obviously much smaller. They're more like the size of cats. So this would be out of context. I mean, this would be totally different. A Raptor could be, maybe, for these guys, if these were human scale. So you can get these guys to ride on their backs, for instance. That'd be kind of cool. So you can have the, instead of a cowboy, you can have a Raptor boy. I want to be a Raptor boy, baby. Riding all day through the hot, hot sun. I can't remember how that song goes. Remember, I want to be a cowboy, baby. And there was another one that said, I want to be a cowboy, and you could be my cowgirl. All right, so you could be riding it on the desert. Yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. But the shooting weapon, these things, I don't think they glow in the dark. They do make some that glow in the dark. Those are a whole series. So did you pick up any of these recently at your Hobby Lobby? And which ones did you personally get? Just curious, let me know in the comments below. I've never had one to lose its mouthpiece like this. He's like a bucktooth guy right here. So maybe it's just from, maybe it's malformed a little bit. Maybe it just needs to be plugged in a little bit more. There we go. And the eyes look nice. It's got really good scaly details. Oh, and the feature. So, ready? Ready? Okay, so it's got that feature right there. And it does have movable arms. The legs, they move, but that's because they're part of that spring-loaded system. The tail does move, rotate, and the head does rotate. So it's got some articulation to it. All right, y'all have a really great day today, and thanks for coming by and spending some time with me and my Raptor. That's a great idea. I could put wings on the side of him. This would be a great Raptor. All right, thanks for watching.